So Stuart, a disappointing result at the end of the day here, but there was so much more going on today, and the fact that after last week's results it meant we were safe, so you clearly made a number of changes today for various reasons. So your overall thoughts on the game today?
Overall thoughts probably kind of summed up our season a little bit. Disappointing finish at home with a defeat, but ultimately we've taken enough points over the course of the season to keep our first division status, which is always the main aim at the start of each season, is to make sure we're in the first division. So we did that last week. Today would have been, I think the game just hinges on Matthias misses a great chance and then they go up the park and score, and then it goes from being 1-0 us to 1-0 them in half time. Then second half I thought huffed and puffed a bit, made changes again, try to get back in the game, lose a second goal, and ultimately Inverness would certainly deserved their win today. But the bigger picture is certainly staying in the first division, but we know there's things that we need to improve on moving forward. Great crowd as well, over 1,000 people in today, so it'd be nice to give the fans something to cheer today, even a goal as such, but it wasn't to be. But certainly from that perspective we need to do better moving forward for next season, no doubt about that.
It was good for you to be able to give Lance, I think, his first start, and obviously Ross playing in goals. I mean, I guess there's some positives in there.
Yeah, obviously Ross hasn't played many minutes. Lance hasn't, that's his first start for us. We've got Paul starting the game, which was important. Others playing games, Ryan, that hasn't played a lot of football either, getting a start within that. So it was good to get some people minutes. And we get through the game unscathed, which is always nice. Obviously the few were, I guess, were regulars didn't start, and some were rested as well, just to make sure. So hopefully now we can all get a good rest and get re-energised for next season.
Yeah, and obviously the focus really for many today after last week, it allowed us to kind of pay a proper kind of tribute to Paul, and with the Guard of Honour and everything was really nice to see.
Yeah, outstanding. His contribution to the club over, was it 13 years? Obviously I've only been here eight and a half, but he's been outstanding for me as club captain and captain on the pitch as well for a vast majority of that time. This season's obviously been a bit more maybe frustrating for Paul to an extent, where he's not played as many games as he would like to have played, and that's understandable, but his contribution is outstanding, what he's done. At this moment in time, I've no doubt that he'll go down as one of the all-time great captains at our football club. What happens in the future, none of us can predict, but certainly success-wise to be back-to-back playoffs, title winner, captain at that. So yeah, he'll certainly go down as a club legend, and rightly so, within that. And 397 games, I didn't know he was as close to 400 as that, but yeah, we wish Paul all the best. Whatever he decides to do, I'm sure he'll be a success. If he stays on and plays, fine. If he goes into coaching, I'm sure he'll be good at that as well, and I've no doubt in my mind that he will be back here in some capacity at some stage. Hopefully not too soon if the chairman's not happy with him. But yeah, he's been an outstanding servant to the club, and obviously from my point of view, to have a captain like that around the place for the time I've been here has been an honour to work with him.
Yeah, and obviously that brings the curtain down on another season today. So overall, your kind of reflections over the season in total?
Overall frustrating, I think, for us all. Albeit we can't get carried away with the fact that we think we should be in the playoffs every year either. I'm not getting ahead of ourselves, but I'd like us to be more comfortable in the first division rather than have to wait at the game 35 to be safe within that. So from that perspective, it's been a bit frustrating. I guess the game today kind of probably sums it up. Our season, a super chance at 44 minutes, and we spun the chance, and then in the 45th minute they scored. So that kind of probably sums it up a little bit. But it's still been a lot of good things within it, frustrating things, and between maybe bad play and maybe just been a bit unlucky. Timing the goals as well, we've lost late goals as well within certain games that's knocked us back, and we've never really got a rhythm going. But overall, we've stayed in the first division, and we've deserved to stay in the first division because we've gathered enough points to do that. So things to look forward to for next season, no doubt about that.
Yeah, and just in doing that, looking forward, obviously the close season now, everybody will be looking for a bit of a rest and a holiday. But from your perspective, what's your kind of thoughts? Are you looking to kind of change any sort of approaches or philosophies going forward off of what we've learned this season?
I think sometimes, Brian, if being honest, I've probably learned more about myself as a manager and as a coach this year than I have done in previous years. Sometimes it's easy when you're winning games and you're putting the same team out, but this year's been difficult in the fact that we've chopped and changed, and that's due to having a lot more players than we probably wanted to have, due to either injuries or just lack of form, that we brought the guys in the window in January in the club back just to bring in real quality in the loan market, which certainly helped us. But yeah, I've learnt a lot. There's no doubt about that. But I think the big thing that's come out of it, we're learning a lot. We've still stayed in the league, which was vital to do that. And it's certainly given me the more determination than ever to make sure we're a success next season. And that'll start Monday, Tuesday. I'm meeting a player on Tuesday, so we need to freshen up and we need to bring in new faces, and we need to go and play with an energy and a pace about us. So we'll be looking to do that. We'll change things that we do as a staff, because ultimately if we need to tweak it a little bit and see if we can get that extra 5% out the boys and out ourselves. So certainly from a learning point of view, great from us all that we need to learn and get better. And we'll certainly freshen up on the playing side of things. There'll be a few going out. Some are documented, some aren't documented yet, but there will be 3 or 4 leaving the football club, and that's just natural. That's going to happen anyway. And then we'll certainly look to bring a few in and freshen it all up, no doubt about that.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the close season. Thank you for your honesty throughout the season and all these interviews. It's much appreciated.
Cheers, Brian. Cheers, guys.